I don't know. I don't know. Gabe, I've been drinking all day.
Good for you.
I'm jealous. I mean, slow. I've been drinking slow all day, but I've been drinking that. I was telling these guys, I got that fucking kegerator, and it's bad news.
You got to see Adrian's setup, Gabe. It's nice.
Yeah, Gabe, I upgraded. So I got a kegerator, and I put a TV out there, and it's been good, man. Spent a lot of time out there.
You have like a sunshade out there or anything?
I showed you a picture of that pergola. I have like a shade over it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but by 4:00, I'm not thrilled about it. By my pool and all that stuff, it's completely shaded because of my neighbor's trees.
We saw a pergola at Costco. That was pretty neat. It had
is that what you got yours
these
from?
like rotating baffle things that like they close all the way or
I saw that
like shutters, kind of like
yeah.
That's nice. I think it's the last year for mine, man. I think we're gonna upgrade to one of those structures you ever see, like to have the roof on it,
like a tiki hut.
Nah, not so much like a tiki hut. Pretty much like same thing what I have, just with a roof on it.
Okay,
very similar.
This is the Beers and BS podcast, sponsored by one of the locals, Under the Sun Inserts, Brewport Coffee House, and Brewport Cafe. And now here's your hosts, Adrian, Joe, and Mike.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Beers and BS, the podcast. We are your hosts. He is Mike D. That is Joey.
Yo, Joe.
What up?
I'm Adrian. Down in Tennessee, we have our producer, Gabe. What's up, Gabe?
Gabe.
What's up?
Love it. Wait. So during the intro, that was you, Joe? Man.
Straight from Wildwood, New Jersey, it's Joey.
Ya le gusta el tren, le gustan los carros en la carretera, por eso le digo chulo.
Anyway, we're back, guys. I was going to say it was great to see you guys, but I take that all fucking back. It's not great to see you guys.
We're back.
Yeah, we were off for a couple weeks, right? And during that time, right, country had a birthday.
Yeah.
Right? 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July, everyone. Happy birthday, America.
Yeah.
We had a great time. We actually were fortunate enough to spend 4th of July together.
Yeah,
the three of us.
Great time.
Not Gabe. Gabe, as you know, is in Tennessee.
You should have phoned it in, Gabe, or something.
We should have walked around with like on a FaceTime.
That was
next time.
Yeah,
we'll trade block parties. We'll trade.
Never a thought in my mind. But that would have been cool though. For next year.
Did you hear that it was the first time ever in New York City that there wasn't a murder or a shooting?
I did hear that
on the 4th of July.
On the 4th of July.
Yeah.
First time ever.
I mean, not around the country. I'll tell you right, the fucking country things were popping off all over the place.
But New York City, and strange, like why New York? Why was tame this year?
I got to be honest. Like I didn't realize that somebody does get killed every 4th of July in New York City.
Murdered
until they put that stat. I did see that. Yeah. But no, we had a great time as usual. like I said, we're fortunate enough to spend that day together, hang out, everybody's families and stuff. So it was nice. So
Thanks
happy
for having us.
4th of July. Yeah, every year. So as we start every show, we tell the audience what we're drinking. And Joey, what do you got?
It's a Bud heavy summer for me, so you're probably going to see me drinking these a lot.
Whoop, whoop.
I went through a 36 pack in 2 days, 3 days.
Let's get the red, white, and blue, baby.
I love them. I don't know, I like them. And look at it.
Yeah,
it's patriotic.
Getting patriotic, baby. Let's go.
Good for you. You know what? I saw Joey walking last night.
Undisputed.
So you know what?
King.
Have 12, go for a walk, right? Then you sweat it out.
You know what I did after that walk?
What?
So we had no kids last night.
Wait, just for the record, when I drove past you, I waved and you didn't wave back.
I didn't. I mean,
okay.
I was probably.
Is Adrian Larry David?
What?
Are you Larry David?
Why? What does that mean?
Because that's something that he would say. Like, I waved and you didn't wave back. Like call him out on it, huh?
I was just like, I don't.
It bothered you.
I'm gonna assume he didn't see me.
No,
I obviously didn't see you if I didn't wave. Oh, you think I saw you and didn't wave? Get the fuck out of here.
That's a Larry David shit right there, right?
Anyway, what?
Never mind.
What's your story?
I decided not to tell you.
Yeah.
It's private.
I'll tell you later.
It's private.
Okay. Mike D, what do you got?
As far as Oh, drinking?
What are you drinking tonight?
So I went with the Modelo Oro. It's a Modelo Light, really. That's what it is. 90 calories, only 3% carbs, 4% alcohol.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Nice. How's it taste?
Not bad. Not bad at all. Look at the golden amber color. Nice.
I've seen the commercial for that. I haven't seen it in real life yet. I think I'm gonna have to get some.
This is
Nice.
That's a 12. Yeah.
How do you feel about the slim can?
It's a 12-ounce can. I questioned when I came in. I was asking Joey. I'm like, dude, these cans look
So you guys pour your beers in a glass. I can't. I don't know why I can't do that, but I can't.
Oh, they flow so much better in the glass.
Think so?
Oh, I can't drink out of the can.
Yeah,
Really?
definitely.
Yeah, I feel like a hobo.
They go
bro.
so much faster in the glass.
Yeah.
Tonight I have something new I've never had before. It's from New Belgium. Have had this beer plenty of times, but our cousin Vinny came over on 4th of July and he brought this over to me. And it's called Danger Beach IPA.
Adrian.
Joey, can you see what's the alcohol content? I don't know.
1,000,000%. 7.1.
7.1. Okay, so it's fucking pretty good. Oh my god, dude, it's fucking 5 minutes into this, and
It's gonna be a long night tonight too.
and it's pretty good. And moving on. All right, okay, what do you have? Are you drinking tonight? God, I hope not.
No, I'm not. I'm not
All right,
drinking
thanks.
tonight. No.
Joey, just for the record, I just want to say I hope I didn't upset you by accusing you of not saying.
No, you did it.
Oh boy, back to the wave. This is the Larry David
Where'd you see
episode.
me?
You know where I saw you. You know exactly where I saw you.
Ash, don't look.
Don't
Ash,
be rude.
Look. No, keep walking straight.
That's what this guy thinks, I think, man. What the fuck?
Oh man! All right. So Gabe, you're not drinking. You're just smoking. And Gabe, you had we brought up 4th of July earlier. You had your dad in town. How'd that go?
It was really fun, actually. I haven't seen him in almost 10 years. So
Really?
Oh wow!
That's
Really?
awesome.
yeah, so it was good catching up. I took him.
That's
to,
nice, man.
Yeah, I took him to. He's a big history guy. He likes history. So obviously the South is big for the Civil War. There's a lot of stuff around here. So I took him to Tennessee's second deadliest battlefield.
Oh.
It was the Civil War's third deadliest battlefield, and it's only 40 minutes away. So we took a tour. We went to the visitor center and checked out some of the cannons that are still there in the field, in the battlefield, and all that. There's a big cemetery. It was I've never been there before. I've lived here for 5 years, and I've never been there. So
What town is it in?
Murfreesboro,
And how far is that from you?
about 40 minutes.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
What?
He just settled.
Did he say 40 minutes? He did. That's the second time, guys. It's been a long day for me. All right. Sorry. Sorry. Hey, can I just ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? How come you haven't seen your dad in 10 years?
This is Dr. Phil now.
No, I'm just.
We went from Larry
I'm
David to
curious.
Dr. Phil.
If you guys had a falling out, you could just say that. But if not,
No, nothing like that at all. No, it's just last time I went back home, it was for a funeral, and I just haven't been back since. I've always been traveling, doing other things, and I just haven't made my way back to California. He hasn't made his way this way just because, it's quite a distance from California for an older person to travel. So,
got it. Okay.
Yeah, just took a little time.
All right. Very good.
How's he doing? He's healthy? He's good to go?
I mean, for someone his age, not complaining too much. Obviously his back, since his age is starting to hurt him more and more. His taking a little bit longer to urinate, just like people his age. So
Yeah.
you heard that
Forcing it.
in the bathroom.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. Getting old, right? It
It
just
sucks. It sucks. It really does suck.
not looking forward to it.
No way.
Yeah.
And you never imagine it when you're young.
No.
You live in life day to day. You don't think of the future like that.
I mean, at least you ever think about that?
No
think
way.
About, fuck.
No way.
Getting older.
No, I mean, lately, yes.
Well, I mean, because we are. I mean, when I said, hope we don't get. We are getting older for sure. You know what I mean? But I'm saying,
my hair is all white.
When you hear
when I look in the mirror, it's like, cool.
Yeah, we got to get it.
Where does
Listen,
time go?
people chime in comments. What do you guys think about Mike D's new look?
Hey, Mike, would you ever dye your hair or no?
I used to. I did it for a long time, but Joe, like my hair I'm a hairy dude. My hair grows like weekly. You know what I mean? So I would have to keep up on it. It was a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Dude, you have doesn't he have like the Iceman kind of look like Val Kilmer in Top Gun?
Val Kilmer, there we go.
Yeah,
volleyball.
Hey, be thankful. You got good hair still. So I mean, not a lot of guys your
fucking great hair.
Your age still have hair.
But look at it; it's all white.
Yeah, but
it's a constant reminder that I am getting old.
Yeah, it's distinguished. Right? Is that what they say?
Yeah. What do they call?
Salt and pepper?
Yeah, no, Silver Fox, bro. Silver Fox. Yeah.
You passed the salt and pepper stage. You're Silver Fox.
All right. For the love of God, Gabe, please stop doing that. Guys, I want to bring something up to you because something just happened to me yesterday. And I thank God it was Amazon Prime days. Okay. Are you guys into this at all? Amazon Prime days? Is this is probably one of the biggest and best gimmicks, out there?
It used to be.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I'm on Amazon, honestly, between work and home. I'm buying, I literally buy something on Amazon. I feel like every
day.
Yeah.
So have you been shopping any of these deals? Have you been, taking advantage of it or
no,
not looking into any of that stuff?
Something I bought today for the store happened to be on Prime sale day.
Just something you normally get.
Yeah.
Okay.
So listen, I'm not aware. I wasn't aware of the Prime sale, but my wife was on Walmart and they had some crazy sale yesterday. No, so they're trying to compete. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Yeah.
The biggest load that we've seen.
What is so funny?
When this comes out, you'll see. All right.
I love you, Mike.
Yeah. Thank God for you.
We haven't heard the what was the original Mike D drop? Smoke weed every day. We haven't heard that in a fucking minute.
So she took advantage of it. She was shopping on Walmart. Yeah. I'll tell you what's good for them too. That's pretty smart to do. I didn't do that.
So that's what I'm saying. They competed with them. Obviously, I didn't know about Amazon Prime.
Is there really a competitor to Amazon though? I mean,
what?
I know Walmart tries.
No, have you seen the commercials lately for Walmart too?
No,
bro. They're like, we have like 500,000 items that in our inventory that you don't know about. That's their commercial now.
Yeah.
Who does it? The guy. Oh man.
So they have it available to purchase and get delivered, but it's not in their store.
I don't know. She got it delivered.
Yeah.
She bought this fucking cool ass little bumper car.
For your grandson?
Yeah, $40, bro. It was like $160.
Really?
Yeah.
See, damn it. I wish I would have known that because I looked. All right. So my issue, what happened to me was my watch. This has been a conversation I've had with Joey for a long time now. My watch finally crapped out on me. Okay.
It's completely broke?
It's completely broke now. I was telling you that I was having to charge it.
Yep.
I was having to charge it twice a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the battery started going on me, and now I jumped in the pool with it.
Oh.
But I mean,
it's supposed to be waterproof.
Yeah. I mean, but I've done that before. You know what I mean? And I wasn't in the pool long. I just kind of just dipped in.
Did you put it on water mode? To shake out.
I don't think. No, I don't think my watch.
I don't think his has that. Yeah. It was at least a few years old.
My watch. No, I have a Series 4, dude.
Oh,
I
didn't have that.
My watch is from 2018. Okay, and I would want to ride this thing out as long as possible, and it finally just crapped out on me. So I got a watch on Amazon Prime. I looked and it was like $150 off.
Ooh, nice.
I was comparing it to Costco and stuff, and it was even and at the Apple store, and it was $150, in savings. So I was like, oh, that's
a lot of money.
Yeah,
it's a bargain. Yeah.
I felt good. You know what I mean? It kind of happened just at the right time, but I didn't even think to look. I didn't hear about Walmart doing that. So that's what I kind of popped in my head. I know it's not on the show sheet, but I have written down in mine. I just wanted do you guys take part of it? But you said no. You got something.
Listen, she's an Amazon freak. Like between her and my daughter, this package is every single day delivered to the house. Yesterday, I know because she asked me, should I do it? I'm like, yeah, pull the trigger, like, why not? The only thing I was like, you should save it for the kids' birthdays in September, but she gave it to him anyway.
Oh, she's still,
Yeah. and delivered. It was delivered like the next day,
Bro,
or last night.
This is for Angelo?
Yeah.
We try to do
He's
that
not gonna
shit,
know.
dude. We try to do that shit all the time.
What?
Buy it
Save?
now and give it to them. Save it for whatever. A birth. It never happens.
No, you
You know
give
what
it
you have
right.
to do? I would do that, but I would save it. You got to put it away. You can't look at it.
Yeah.
So as soon as I would get it, I would throw it up in the attic. You know what I mean? Because if you stare at it,
You're like, this kid's gonna.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think you got to just kind of like just get out of your sight. Gabe, what about you? You partake in Amazon Prime days?
I usually do. I didn't this year, but in the past, I've got a lot of TVs that I bought for really cheap and then sold online for a little bit more. So I take advantage in that sort of way.
You're flipping shit.
Yeah, there's people that have businesses doing that.
Flipping.
I've seen that, right? You've seen that on social media?
Yeah.
They go to like Marshalls. something like
Savers,
that.
Marshalls,
Yeah, and
TJ Maxx, and then they sell
Wait,
it.
Savers? They're selling you shit?
No. People buy shit from Savers and then they sell it in their
That's
Amazon store.
That's what I'm saying. But Savers isn't that all used stuff? Isn't that all like
Savers is all used shit now.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
not Savers. What's that other one? Not Odd Lot.
TJ Maxx.
It's in Shirley over there. It's
Big Lots.
Big Lots. Thank you.
Big Lots.
Big Lots. That one.
They just closed down. Yeah. Yeah. So I see that they're buying stuff. I've seen people like they're buying stuff at Costco, You know what I
Reselling
mean? And reselling it
it. Yeah.
on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems like a lot of work, but
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Anyway, that's pretty cool. So I normally don't partake in the Prime days. I've gotten like a Fire Stick here and there or something, dumb, but I was happy to, get a watch. I can't wait for it to come back in because I'm telling you, I'm going bananas without a watch. You guys ever like not where you watch?
Dude.
So, is it Prime delivery? When you getting it?
Yeah, but I got a bunch of stuff, so I just did like the fewer trips.
This is really funny that we're talking about this though, because today is the first day I wore no watch all day to try to get rid of this, and it's not working. But to my point, I always wear a watch, bro. I can't leave the house without it.
But so, have you ever forgotten your watch and turned around and went back to get it?
Yes, 100 times.
Yeah,
100 times.
Me too, man. It's big too for the gym for me, man.
Yeah.
Like when I'm working out and stuff. Heart rate, calories, all that stuff. So it's just.
Oh, you pay attention to that? The health thing?
Yeah, like I'll set it. When I'm doing a workout, I'll set it.
Activity.
Yes, there you go.
I'll do that with
anyway,
my gun. If I leave my house, I forget my gun, I'll run back in and get it, but not my watch.
Are you strapped everywhere you go?
Everywhere.
Dun, dun, dun.
Checking the
Even places
mailbox.
I'm not supposed to.
He's a rebel.
What do you mean? What's a place? Give me an example.
Let's see. For example, city buildings.
Joey, write down the number real quick. Snap a photo, Gabe, so we can get that out there. All right, very cool. So what? Oh, okay. Besides the country having a birthday, things that we missed. You saw him point, right? Like,
Yeah, no, I was
like he had something, right? Besides, like some things that we missed last week. Diddy trial came to an end.
Yeah.
I heard that he's supposed to be sentenced on October 3rd.
Okay.
What are your thoughts? I mean, I gotta be honest with you.
3 out of 5 guilty or 2 out of 5 guilty? What was it?
The big ones? He was
Found not guilty.
not guilty.
Trafficking,
Yeah.
not guilty. He basically got like prostitution charges on him, right, or something like that. Or
No, I think-
hiring a prostitute.
I heard he's looking at like 5 to 15 years or something like that, right?
It's gonna be 5.
I think
Close
the
to-
max was like 20.
Yeah.
Right. It's gonna be. But so if you're thinking it's gonna be like closer like that 5, now he's already got time served. You know what I mean? 'Cause he's been in jail for almost a year, right? If not a year.
I think it's like 6 months.
Nah.
No, I think
He's been in a while. Yeah.
think-
He missed Christmas and
I
shit.
feel August. Yeah,
I think it happened in December.
I think it was August, dude. I
No
think it was.
way.
He was in Central Park. I'm being serious. I don't know. Okay, whatever. I think I would say the latest fall. I would think
Oh, because they picked him up. He came to
he came to New York, kind of turned himself in,
Yeah.
and they picked him up.
9 months and 23 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so about the fall. Anyway,
That fucking went fast, bro.
yeah, I agree. We were talking about this here and there on the spot. We're trying to cover and stuff. I'm not saying this is best case scenario, but I think this is pretty good. This is working in his favor. I think if I was him, I think this is a pretty good outcome.
So yeah, I think previous podcasts we were discussing it, and some of the vulgar shit that was coming out, but I was like, that shit ain't illegal. You know what I mean?
Well, exactly. I agree.
Like he's just a freak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's
beating his girlfriend, shit like that.
Yes. But he paid her off, and that was like she actually came out after the NDA was expired or something like that.
Yeah, but at the same time, they have her testimony. She was agreeing to some of this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Whether it was because she felt like, oh, maybe it'd be easier for me. Maybe she would feel safer if she just kind of initiated herself. Because I think of all the emotional and possibly physical abuse, which I think it was physical abuse. Oh no, we know it's physical abuse.
100%.
Yeah, we saw that. But I'm saying I think so. She was willingly involved in all this, or a lot of it. So like it's not illegal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I agree with that. But do you think his career is over? All right, let's say he does 5 years, right? Was he 42? I think they said. Is that his age?
Did he? No,
Yeah.
he's in his 50s.
He's in his 50s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think his career is over?
Musically?
Yeah.
I don't think so, man.
I don't know.
This country's fucking whack, bro.
This country is fucking.
You know what I mean? Some people put him on a pedestal. You saw people outside the courtroom still supporting him and shit.
He's 55 years old.
55.
I think will he be as big as he was? No. Everybody knows he's a fucking freak, and he has.
You think he just takes whatever he has left and disappears?
No.
No, I don't think so.
I think he's gonna be loud.
I think he's that arrogant, dude.
I think he's gonna make music about this.
Because he could. I mean, think about it. He could produce his own music and put it out there.
Yeah.
Now, the courtroom wouldn't allow like real pictures, right? But you see like the painted pictures. Like he looks old right now. Like his hair is all gray and shit.
He's 55, dude.
Yeah.
He's. Yeah.
They didn't give him.
No, but he didn't look like that before he went in. You know what I mean?
No, I mean because
he's probably dyed his hair and he had everything taken care of for him.
He can't get dying in jail.
No, I don't think so.
If you look at pictures and video from COVID, he had the same issue. He couldn't get a stylist in there to dye his hair, so he was gray.
He looked old during COVID.
Yeah, he had gray hair then.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, once again, I guess to be continued. We'll follow this until he gets sentenced. Curious, what kind of time he's going to get. I'm kind of with Joey that I don't think it's going to be. They say I think the maximum is 20, and I don't think it's going to be anything close to that.
7 years, something like that.
I don't think it's going to be anything close to that. Another talking about jail, people who are in jail and prison and stuff like that. Jeffrey Epstein's back in the news.
Back in the news.
And
why? What? Put it to sleep, guys. What are you talking about? He was a good guy to just decide to kill himself. Okay.
I think Mike's trying to quote the president right now. Maybe paraphrasing a little bit, but a lot of controversy over this missing minute. Right? It was like in the surveillance video of the prison and stuff, and apparently, what some people are speculating that, a lot happened in that minute. You know what I mean? Where an assassin might have, went in there and killed him and then strung him up and made it look like he was,
people say an assassin, but an assassin could be anybody. It could be another inmate.
Of course.
It could be.
I would definitely think it's another inmate.
You know what I mean?
There's no other way, dude. It has to be another inmate.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what Yeah. All right. We use that term.
Yeah.
All right. Go in there and murder him.
Okay.
I mean, but how long does it really take to kill somebody? I don't know.
Well, I mean, they're talking about possible strangulation. That's got to take more than a minute, right?
I don't know. Like the guy on the train in New York, when he choked that guy out, it wasn't a minute, right? Like he kind of went.
I think it could be quick.
Yeah.
If you fucking
you
get it good.
You have to throw in self-defense. He's not going to just let this guy choke him out. He's going to fight him off a little bit.
But he's Jeffrey Epstein. You know what I mean? Who did they send in there?
That's human nature, is just to fight off what you're.
I think he
threatened.
So him killing himself is out.
So his brother had his own autopsy done on him, and he claimed the autopsy that he got was that it was a murder because a certain bone was broken in the neck that it wouldn't have broken like if he hung himself in that manner that they say he did.
Okay.
That's according to Jeffrey Epstein's brother.
What did the autopsy say that was done?
The first autopsy, suicide.
Suicide.
Yeah. Listen, who knows? I mean, that tape is bullshit to begin with. All I'm looking at is doors.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I can't see Jeffrey Epstein.
What Mike is referring to, it says, is 2 in the thyroid cartilage and 1 in the left thyroid bone showed fractures. This was, like you said, the independent autopsy from his brother, according to his brother.
Right.
I don't know, dude.
We take it with a grain of salt.
There's a lot of stuff that's been coming out in the past few days that just seems very fishy.
So listen,
What happened to the missing minute?
I don't know.
I have my own theory.
I think that's the real fucking
question. Obviously, it's not going to take a minute. It's going to take more than a minute to have someone open the door, go in there, kill him, rig a contraption to look like he's hanging himself, and then hoist the body up to this noose to hang him. It's going to take more than a minute. So,
unless
that
it's
being
a team,
said,
Unless it's 2 people.
unless it's unless it's a team, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
The four guys going in.
but still, that's going to take more than. I think it's going to take more than a minute. Still,
I would say it would take more than a minute too, even with 4 people. Like, you know what I mean, to set the scene. You know what I mean?
Get in,
Yeah.
do it, spread them up,
What if they
get
were?
out.
What if they were let in?
But they probably would let.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't break
Yeah.
in.
But hold on a second. Like, we haven't even seen pictures of like the hanging body or anything. Like, we have no idea
Well, I
what the
remember
scene is
when it
set.
first happened. I remember seeing like
Yeah.
cloudy images of that. Right? They released something.
I'm thinking just because for family and stuff like that, they wouldn't put that out there. You know what I mean? Like they may have something like pixelated you're talking about, like something
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, I don't think you would see those pictures. Look, I don't know. Pam Bondi, right, Attorney General, she said that there was something like
A list on her desk?
like there was it was a glitch. You know what I mean? Like
yes.
like they reboot
At 11:59, they reboot every night.
and they
Yes.
reboot. So that's why that minute is like, that's why it's like that.
Yes.
And they're trying to track to see if that happens every single day.
so let's
I
say
don't
that
know.
let's say that it doesn't.
Okay.
Okay. You still, Mike shared with us a video earlier today in our chat from Benny Johnson. By the way, Mike, that's a good find. I watched Benny. He's pretty good.
Well, so listen, if you notice, I only sent you conservative people on the right. No, seriously, because there's a ton of shit on the left, obviously, right? But
It's funny you say that because
supporters are feeling this way.
I actually first saw it from a left winger, but it still brings up a red flag because the image shrinks.
Shifted,
and
yeah.
and it's the only way to do that is by changing the aspect ratio. The camera itself doesn't shift; it shrinks.
So
someone
even if it was
actually had
a pause and a reset, it would still have the same size and everything like that.
Right.
Something was manipulated.
I agree.
You know what I mean? But the bullshit is Trump saying, "What are you guys talking about this for?" Like, bro, you ran your election on fucking transparency and talking about you're going to let out JFK, Martin Luther King, Jeffrey Epstein, 9/11. You're going to be transparent and tell the American people what we wanted to know. And now all of a sudden nothing exists?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Pam Bondi said the fucking list was on her desk.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. We're adults.
What was that?
What are you feeding this bullshit like this?
But a few months ago, they had a bunch of like influencers. They all came out with those binders.
Yes.
But that was the
She put
list.
that out.
So,
Pam Bondi.
so there are So to clarify that, there are Epstein files. Those are part of the files.
Not
there
the list.
are.
though.
There was the what?
Not, but I guess it's not the list.
Apparently not. Maybe now they're saying that there never was a list. So who knows? So the other thing is, they tried to get these files a long time ago, and the FBI held them. The New York Southern District Office held them. They wouldn't release them. So who in that department may be fucked with the evidence, saying, we're going to hold on to it. So that's one theory. The other theory is maybe really nothing did happen. Maybe that is the truth.
So let me just refresh our memories a little bit, okay? Fucking Prince Andrew, right? He got caught up in this shit.
Was on the list.
Yes, on the list.
On the list.
And he got burnt.
Yes.
a partner across the water. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? He's the only one on the list that got burnt so far.
Okay.
But there's a list.
There's a list. I mean, Gabe, you sent us the list.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Right?
like I said, that was part of.
So my
the
second
original
point.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Ken,
Yeah,
That was part of
the
what?
original evidence, but that's not the list. That's just names that are being mentioned from a previous.
Flight
manifest.
or whatever.
No, they're names from a previous litigation.
All right, so I just want to rewind us back like 2 weeks ago from my best friend Elon Musk. And he said, what did he say? Trump is on the Epstein list, right?
Yeah. I think he tweeted something.
Yes.
Whatever, something
He
like
X'd it. Yeah.
He X'd it.
He X'd that shit. Right? No, he put it out there. And all of a sudden, fucking 2 weeks later, Trump's 2 weeks, because he loves 2 weeks. Everything's 2 weeks. All of a sudden, the list, nothing exists. Why are you guys even talking about that? What's wrong with you? You're like, are you serious? Are you serious? Your boy Elon said he saw your name on that shit.
Well, they're not boys anymore.
Yeah.
Well, he also retracted. He also retracted what he said.
He did. He he took it off of X. But he said he regretted putting it on there. And listen, I saw a clip of Trump saying, Elon, I feel bad for him.
He said he regretted it, put it on there.
Yeah, Elon said he.
Wow.
Yeah, and Trump was like, Elon's got a lot to lose, right? A lot to lose could mean your fucking life, bro.
It could.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, we're talking about.
It could also mean all the government contracts too.
That's what I think.
Yeah, but he already lost that shit. That's why Elon's all sour, right?
Yeah.
Right. So he lost that shit already. He's like, he's got a lot to. What are you talking about, bro? You know what I mean? You talking about deporting him? You talking about murdering this guy? Like, what's going on here? I mean, we're talking about some gangster shit. He's telling you, the blinds.
But that's how you took that, dude? You took that as like that was a threat to his life?
Adrian.
I'm just asking you. Did?
Yeah.
You took that?
Straight up. And I hope Elon did. Like to protect himself, bro. Next thing you know, Elon committed suicide. Right?
And there's a minute missing on the footage.
I think it's a ridiculous claim. I think it's a ridiculous claim that Trump is on the list, if there is a list, because the Democrats have been trying to ruin him politically forever, for like the last 10 years.
Yeah, but maybe some of the Democrats are on that list too.
If this was
shit.
If this was all it was going to take to ruin his career, they would have put it out there already.
Ooh.
They wouldn't
not if it implicated themselves. You know what I mean? We're talking about high profile people. We don't know, man. These guys are fucking fucked up in the head. It could be on both. It's definitely on both sides. I don't want to, one side or the other. There's fucked up people on both sides of this aisle.
They can easily omit other names while implicating Trump though at the same time. So again, it's just ridiculous to say that he's on the list if he is, because they would have used that against him a long time.
All I know is Trump is the one that's trying to squash that shit, in front of our faces.
So let's go around table real quick. Let's start with Joey. You think he hung himself, or you think he was killed?
Epstein?
Yeah.
I think he might have hung himself.
Okay. Mike.
I'm torn. I don't know the truth. I really don't know what to say. I know.
Your gut feeling.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think. I think he was murdered, bro. Because like a guy like that with money, he could have, like Diddy, do your time, get out. You still have the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what if he thought, "Wow, I'm really not getting out of this fucking place, and there's no way in hell I could stay in here."
He didn't get a life sentence, did he?
Dude, he was in there for a little over a month.
36 days or something like that. You know what I mean?
A little over a month.
Nah,
I personally, I think he was killed.
Going from his lifestyle to in jail for 36 days?
Yeah.
Nah, but bro, they could wait it out. You know what I mean? Just wait it out.
I do. I think he was killed. Gabe, what about you?
We didn't even bring up Giselle, his girlfriend.
Yeah, that's not her name.
Giselle?
I kind of believe Patel and Bongino. I don't think Bongino has any reason to lie. With that being said,
I think they're both full of shit because they
Trump did give him a job.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they're also been promising that they're going to have transparency. So I want to believe them because there's no reason for them to lie about this.
I think there's
Bongino's
a huge reason.
Well, hold on a second. Bongino's the one that has also been speaking out that he wants to see these files and he wants to expose them. when he had his own private show. He was the one very vocal about this. So that's why I say that.
No,
I
this is
trust
true.
what he's saying.
But Gabe, when you put in that predicament and someone tells you you're not fucking sending that shit out there, they're not doing it. You know what I mean? Pam Bondi said she had it, and then all of a sudden it shut. You know what I mean? Like, no, you're not doing it. Your life is on the line.
So then, what's your evidence that they're telling him that?
Because they previously told us, the American people, that they had all these videos, they had all these files, that they had the material.
They do.
But you know, where is it?
Don't you think it's? I mean, it would just be very easy to squash all this, any speculation, by providing the information, by putting it out there.
Instead of telling you,
they've already said what they're not going to put out there, and I think that's what people want to see. They've showed the pictures of the footage and everything that's in the box and everything else. I think what people want to see is the actual footage of the possible blackmail. That's what I think people are looking for, and they're not going to. And it's just not there. It's always been speculation that this is the cause of this and this and that, right? But without that proof, it's just still speculation. Listen, I want to be as clear as possible here. I think if Trump is on there, I think, yes, we should fuck him in the ass and put him in jail forever for hiding shit. I will say that right fucking now.
No, how about for fucking diddling little girls? I mean, that's the fucking bottom line. If he's on there, you know what I mean?
That's what I just said. Like, I don't care who's on there. I don't care who's on there.
All right.
So to clarify, you think he committed suicide?
I would like to see unredacted photos of the contraption, because I need to picture it in my head, because the way that I'm
but at this point in time, with all the information we have,
yes,
and the glitch,
what's your thought on what happened?
That's kind of why I'm torn. Like Mike is too. I'm torn. I want to believe everyone, but at the same time, in my head, it's hard for me to picture that this is a suicide. I want to believe people, but in my head, I just can't. Just like religion, you need to have faith to actually believe this shit. I don't have that faith in this situation that is the fact.
I just think he was a coward and took his own life.
So
honestly,
now, so on some other conspiracy bullshit, right? People saying that Jeffrey Epstein might have worked for the CIA or Mossad. Have you heard this?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. What? What's so fucking funny?
Jeffy.
Hefe?
Jeffy Epstein.
What Epstein?
He said Jeffy. Oh man, Joey, I'm glad you're fucking here with me to witness this.
No, if people say he was a secret agent, either on one side or the other, or maybe both. I think
what other side though? What do you mean? What, like,
CIA or Mossad?
Oh,
you know?
I didn't know. I didn't hear that. That he was working. Really?
Yeah, because Maxwell, what's her name? Jazane?
No. Yeah, like Ghislaine, I think her name is Ghislaine.
I don't know.
Maxwell. What is that?
But her dad was apparently, I think, wrapped up in some massage shit.
Okay, what's her? How do you say her name? Ghislaine?
Yeah, Ghislaine.
Okay,
something like that.
Ghislaine.
Yeah.
Giselle.
Yeah, well, because she's not American, right?
No, I don't believe she was born here. But so her dad was mixed up in some massage shit. Maybe he was
secret.
But I think so.
Agent.
If someone with that character, they would definitely not kill themselves. They would have a plan B. Like some kind of wait for their contact or whatever like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree. I
saw that movie.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. I don't know. Like I said, we're gonna get flagged here, right? At this point.
Secret.
Yeah. Like I said, me personally, I think he was murdered. For what? I mean, it could be just for the things that he was, accused of.
Trying to blackmail people.
Yeah, or, it was,
I just thought of a third scenario. What if it's just the deep state that no one has control over that did this?
I mean, that's true too. That's definitely got to be in the equation.
Yeah,
deep state.
I agree. This time you can put that as a possibility. I want to ask you guys: do you think Pam Bondi's on the hot seat now over all this shit?
Yes,
well,
she should be.
I don't know.
She corrected herself, right? You know what I mean? She's playing the game right now. You know, yes, sir. You're right. No, you know, these people are crazy. You know, nothing happened. There's no victims. Nothing. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. To be continued, man. A lot of
you know, it's just like so what the Maxwell Ghislaine or whatever. What did she get found guilty of? Do you know?
Trafficking.
Yeah, she. I think wasn't she the one who was kind of bringing the girls to them?
So it was two different counts of human trafficking, one child and one just normal trafficking.
Yeah.
Trafficking.
So there was shit on the, and there was also stuff like, wasn't there a boat too?
I think so. Yeah.
Not just the island.
Yeah.
There was a big yacht.
I don't know.
Big yacht.
Gabe, you're a little quieter than I expected about this. I'm going to be honest.
He wants to see all the footage.
No, because it's a snow. It's like, you know, they fucked up. You know, come on, man.
I think this is a bipartisan issue. This is not something that is because listen, I can't tell you how many times I've seen X tweets from people saying, "I don't give a fuck if Trump is on it or not. I want this fucking list. I want to see who's on it. If Trump is on it, fucking put him in the jail. Put him under the jail." There's a lot of that shit.
Yeah, but Trump ain't letting that happen.
People are super protective over children, right? So no matter who it is, people want
accountability. They want accountability.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
those people shouldn't be walking around with regular people anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
I think Joey just nailed it right there. Accountability, man.
Yes.
All right.
And I don't know. But, yeah, no, it's going to be an enigma. I mean, it's a dead issue according to the government, so we'll never get answers, right?
I wouldn't say never, but I'm saying, you know, it's definitely ongoing.
Maybe we did get answered because sometimes the truth is hard to swallow. It's sometimes
I got to hear from the girl
harder to swallow.
Maxwell.
Look, I'm a little shocked. There's been a lot of, like Megyn Kelly. We all know which way she leans. Tucker Carlson, we all know which way he leans, stuff like that. I'm not getting into whole ratios with all that stuff, Gabe. I'm saying, but like, there's a lot of important, outspoken, right-wing people that are, taking these guys to task.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I once again find that interesting. That's all. You know what I mean?
It's an injustice
to put a bow on this. Something's fucking fishy.
Right.
That's all.
We were promised transparency and we didn't get it. And that's the big problem right now. Like you ran on that shit. You got elected because you were going to tell us everything. And now you're telling us, what are you guys even talking about? Really? You're still talking about this shit? Come on.
Well,
I agree.
Maybe that, and just to go back to it, maybe this one time, and I have a hard time believing this, like I said, but just maybe this one time, this is the truth. Just maybe.
That's a possibility too. Yeah.
It is a bad look for Trump to act like that, though, on those questions. What are we still talking about this shit? We want to know what the fuck happens.
I think it's partly because of the situation in Texas. They were fresh off of that, and they're trying to paint a picture of a lot of success that the administration has been having. So from his side, I think that's why he did it. I don't agree with it, but I think that's kind of his mental. I
see that too. And I guess, like I said, this is something, I guess it's not going away anytime soon, I feel. So with that being said, you're talking about his success as of lately. While we were off, something passed, right? His big, beautiful bill passed.
Yeah.
And was officially, written into law. And my question to you guys is this bill beautiful? You know what I mean? I mean, you got such mixed reviews and stuff. I've read that some people that make, I want to say $50,000 or less, it's going to cost them money.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? And, these are the people
they need.
They need, all these kind of breaks. Middle class, $75,000 or more, you're going to see, a little bit more money in your pocket. As that tax bracket goes up, you're going to see more money in your pocket. I'm still trying to figure it out, man. We live in New York. I was trying to look up to see how it benefits New Yorkers and stuff. Just real quick, wanted to get you guys' take on that.
I don't really know yet until I see it in effect. You know what I mean? I know what the bill is, and I know what they say is going to happen. But until there's more money in my pocket, then I'll have a clear idea.
Now, Joe, you're a business owner, right?
Yeah.
You ever run into a situation where you got employees working going over 40 hours or working overtime?
No. We avoid that at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mike, so you work a lot of overtime.
Yeah, no, and that's part of the bill, right?
Has that been spoken about with your union and with your job?
Well, I was just discussing it with some of the guys, and apparently, I guess you would, when you do your taxes at the end of the year, they would, you would have to claim it, and I guess you get refunded,
So you don't see it in your paycheck.
No, you
so,
would not
so
see it in your
in other words, let's just say, argument's sake, you work 8 hours of overtime, right?
Right.
At $100 an hour, that's $800. You're not getting $800. That's still getting taxed.
And then at the end of the year, when you do your taxes, it'll be taken off the top.
So that seems a little fucking fugazi to me.
And I think the same thing with the wage.
It's a little misleading for sure.
Absolutely. Because didn't you think it was the way I just described it?
You're going to get cash for your overtime.
Right. That's what I thought.
Full scale.
No.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I work $100 an hour on overtime, and I worked 4 hours. I'm getting $400 extra in my check.
And I think the same thing with the tips for the waiters and waitresses.
Yeah.
I think what they have to do is claim it, and at the end of the year they'll get reimbursed. But we all know that waiters and waitresses don't claim that shit.
I heard that.
I love that. Now you got to do that. I love that. All right. Some might get reimbursed. You don't know. Maybe, right? Others are getting reimbursed.
For Jeopardy later. Tell these guys a new asshole. I'm going to tell them I'm a new asshole.
It all depends on your accountant. All right. It all depends on your accountant. That's it. All right. That TurboTax.
I tried that year. It cost me money.
Jeffy.
Yeah. See, I don't know, man. I get that kind of annoys me a little bit because, like I said, I really read that as that's what I thought how it was going to be. But you know what? Shame on me, I guess.
It should be that fucking way.
Yeah.
It really should.
It'd be easy,
because they're still getting that piece, bro. They're still getting that money.
Taking
they're collecting it. They're making interest on it. They're investing it and stuff like that. And okay,
May, June, maybe you'll see it.
That's fucked up. What else? What else is in that bill that you think maybe?
So, hey, listen, I think it's going to hurt, middle class America and the seniors, with the Medicaid. You hear you hear numbers from 16 to 20 million people are going to,
seniors don't get Medicaid.
Yeah.
But what is it? Medicare?
They get Medicare, yeah. But I'm saying,
I think that's what you might be confusing the two. That's why a lot of people are saying Medicaid's being cut and Medicare's being cut and it's not. Medicare's not being touched. They're getting a deal there. It's the Medicaid that they're having changes to, not Medicare.
I think they're cracking down. They're cracking down on people who are taking advantage of the system. You know what I mean? Right. You got people, right, that are having kids just to get more money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's welfare, right?
Yeah, but that's Medicaid. Medicaid is welfare.
Medicaid is welfare?
Medicaid is welfare. Right? I mean, am I correct?
I'm not sure 100%, honestly.
Right.
It's a form of it.
Those like health benefits.
No. When you can't afford, when you don't have health insurance, stuff like that, people go on Medicaid.
Right.
And that's part like that financial assistance. That's like part of the
for insurance, for like health insurance. No.
Yeah, but that's part of like
it's part of the welfare.
The welfare system.
So they go hand in hand. If
you're on welfare, you have Medicaid.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're collecting food stamps. What is it? It's not. What is it?
EBT or EBT?
Yeah. SNAP, EBT. Yeah. You're getting a card. That's all part of that. The financial assistance through from the government and stuff. So the bigger your family, the more kids you have, the more you get.
Right.
So there's people out there that are having children just for that reason. So they don't have to go to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, listen. I hear stories of ethnic groups of people that fucking they won't get married. They have like 7 kids. The wife is on fucking assistance or whatever, and they get their rent and everything paid for and shit.
But I think so. Look, I don't know all the fundamentals and stuff, but I think that's what they're trying to crack down on. I think they're trying to stop well, no, you're not going to get awarded or reward, however you want to say it. More for having they're trying
There's a cap on it.
Yeah, there's going to be a cap, and I think they're trying to work with people to find employment. You know what I mean?
So the thing is, they have to. Able-bodied people have to work at least 20 hours a week or volunteer 20 hours a week to be eligible. That is now the criteria.
Dude, I don't really, whatever. This may offend people. I'll just speak for myself. I don't really have a problem with that.
With what? The proposed?
If they're able-bodied.
If you're able-bodied.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
They should do 40 hours. I'm
just saying though, but whatever. This is a start. You know what I mean? This is a start, and the start at 20 hours, right? That's part-time. I don't have an issue with that.
I agree. I'm with that.
That, they may offend a lot of people, but I just think that, we can't just keep giving, something for nothing.
Yep.
Speaking of that, one thing that I didn't agree with was the $1,000 voucher to children born between January 2025 and December 2028.
A new account, right?
Yeah, an S&P account. And that's taxpayer funded. I don't agree with this because I don't have kids. I don't intend to have kids. I shouldn't pay for other kids' futures. This is a form of socialism that I did not think was ever going to fucking hit us like this. This is just
you
pay school taxes.
I was going to say you pay school taxes and you don't have children.
I know, and I hate it, and I wish I couldn't.
I know, but do you think that's a part of socialism? Then I mean, what do you think? What's your take on that? Besides hating it,
yeah.
Yes,
well,
and
listen.
no. Yes and no, because I mean, it should be up to the parent to fund their child's education, not everyone in the community.
Okay. I personally think this is a good thing. I think it's a nice little start. You may have a situation where these families can't do that. You know what I mean? And I think because this kid can't collect until what, 18 or 21?
I think it's 18.
18? Okay. I thought it might have been 21, but either way.
You might be right.
So if they can't collect till they're 18 or 21, whatever the difference is, that money is compounding. You know what I'm saying? It's in something. I think that's a nice start.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? For a kid at that age where a parent may not be able to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at least me personally, I don't have an issue with that, but I also do have a couple kids. You know what I mean?
So it says the average kid, if just left alone, can pull it out and it's going to be worth around $1,300.
$1,300?
Wait, it's
$13,000.
Oh, okay. $300. So I mean, that's not bad, right? That's a nice little start.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean?
And I remember now. They can pull it out at 18 and use it for college and not be taxed. But if they pull it out at 18, it's taxed. If they pull it out at the mature age, then it's non-taxed. If they move it to an IRA or something else, then it's non-taxed also.
Do you know if they could contribute to it throughout the years?
Yes, the child or the parent can contribute to it. So that's just the minimum that it would mature to.
They had an account for like newborns now that grandparents and shit could fucking contribute to. Do you know anything about this?
No.
Even
Trust
previously to this. No, it wasn't trust fund. It was.
I'm still old school with a regular.
Oh, you're talking about bonds.
I'll get back to you. I'll come back to you.
I think I know what you're talking. My dad used to do these, buy these things. They were like $1. They looked like $1 certificate. Is that what you're talking about?
No. I know savings bonds. No,
created for newborns.
Yeah, for children, and people could contribute to it. Like,
is it the something 25? What the hell is that called?
Yes.
What's the one that people do for the kids' college?
Yes.
The fuck is it called? My God, I can't.
The 1039B or some shit.
No. It's oh my God, I can't think of it right now. Jesus Christ, I can't think of the name of it.
But I don't know. My grandkids got every toy fucking available. It would be smart to fucking everybody, instead of buying them gift, contribute to the fund. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't have an issue with this. But I think there's probably so many things in this where it's like we can go around this table and with Gabe, where it's like, Joey agrees, I disagree. You agree.
Well,
there's so many different things. This is a situation where it's like, I don't. You guys agree with that whole thing for a kid? That $1,000.
I'm good with it.
Good with it?
Yeah, I'm good with it. I'm a bleeding heart, so
yeah.
anything for the kids.
With that said, I could see how you wouldn't be good with it if you didn't have kids, because
exactly.
Because you're paying, but like you said, like he pays property tax. His money's already going to school 30 kids, and he doesn't he doesn't get any benefit from it at all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All they do is litter. Fucking kids.
Anything else in that bill that stood out to you guys?
And now on to our second topic.
The parliamentarian that was on this thing it was just a dipshit. So I think I mentioned once when it passed the House that we're gonna get rid of the NFA, Basically, 2A rights were going to be fully restored for firearms. Well, the parliamentarian changed the rules and ignored the bird rule and said that they needed to change the language of it. So all they did was change it from a complete wash, getting rid of the NFA, to removing the $200 tax associated with suppressors, short barrel shotguns, short barrel rifles. So
they saved you $200.
Yes, but the preferred method would be to get rid of the NFA altogether, because what can happen is if and when the Democrats get control again, they can reinstitute that tax and raise it to $1,500, $1,000, $2,500, whatever they wanted. There's
right.
no
make it not worth you.
So here's a perfect example of where this really only affects people like you
with guns.
Yeah,
this affects everyone.
No, it doesn't affect, because if you don't own a gun, it doesn't affect you.
Right.
No, not necessarily, because everyone falls under the Bill of Rights.
I understand, but what I'm trying to say is, but if you make a choice not to own or purchase a weapon, then it doesn't affect you.
Right.
Okay. So I'm saying, so therefore you, a gun enthusiast, right? This affects you.
Yes. Well,
okay.
Not a gun enthusiast. I'm just a aficionado or a connoisseur.
You are
of sorts.
no. I think you are an enthusiast.
Yeah. Isn't that kind of fall in the same category there? I don't know. I mean,
you're borderline.
I'm just joking.
You're borderline gun fetish. You know what I mean? Like you're right there. You
Who knows?
What are you talking about? There's nothing here to see.
You ever sleep with a gun under your pillow?
He does. He's right next to him, right?
Right on my nightstand, right next to me. But there is a new lawsuit out though that just got issued, and it's gun manufacturers, gun lawyers. They've all teamed up and they filed a lawsuit to actually just get rid of the NFA. And I think this is going to be more successful, and I think this is going to be more concrete than what might have happened. So it's not a total loss.
What's that NFA stand for? I'm sorry.
National Firearms
Association
Act.
It's different. Oh, Act. So it's not the NRA, right?
No, that's the National Rifle Association.
Not affiliated.
Hey, what's going on out there, Mike?
I don't know.
Huh? All right, yeah. So that's the new bill. We'll see what happens. Moving on, guys. Gabe brought something up, and I can't wait. The moral of the story is don't mess with Gabe's block party. Okay, Gabe, let's talk about that real quick. What happened?
All right, so my neighbor is a county sheriff, and he had to work on the 4th. So we couldn't do our normal thing on the 4th. So we decided we're going to have a block party on the 5th, half of the block anyways. And we live in a cul-de-sac. So we're going to have all the fireworks at the end of the block. So it didn't really bother anyone. So it's the 5th. Everyone's over. He's got friends over. He's got family over. I've got my dad in town. The neighbors are out. They invited their kids and their friends and everything else. So I mean, the street's packed. Not a car can get through. It was fucking great. We're lighting off fireworks. About 45 minutes in, cop shows up. And we're like, I wonder what happened. Maybe he just wants to check it out. So my neighbor goes and talks to him since he's the sheriff and he can cop to sheriff. And basically said that someone in the neighborhood called 911 about noise. Not the non-emergency number, 911. So for those calls, they have to go out. So my neighbor's wife brought him a plate of food and said, you know what, because he told us, I'm not going to stop you. This is ridiculous. This is just some Karen. So as a thank you, she brought out a plate of food for him. He took it to the car, starts eating it. Second cop car rolls up.
Oh boy.
And the first cop gets out and they start talking. Then they both walk over. They said, we just got a second 911 call. So we're like, what the fuck? This is fucking stupid. It's the 5th of July. It's not, September 20th or some shit like that,
Do you know the neighbor who did it? Can you guess?
I can definitely guess. Yeah.
So,
would you like to say her name and address?
Yeah, cut her phone line.
I don't know her name or address, but I've seen her post anonymously on her community page, because on the 4th, the same person probably posted, "It sounds like a war zone outside," and I replied, "Have you ever been to fucking war?" So those 2 cops left. We kept going, but before the 3rd cop showed up, I posted on her community page, "Whoever's calling the cops on families having fun, shame on you." I said, "P.S. We're not stopping." So like everyone in the community was like replying, "Dude, I'm looking out my window right now, looking at the fireworks. They're awesome." People are like, "My kids are sitting on the tailgate of the truck looking at the fireworks. This is great. We're at the end of the block watching your fireworks show right now." So it was really cool. Like the whole neighborhood.
She didn't reply?
No.
Karen didn't reply? No.
Fucking Karens.
So
there's always one in the
15
crowd,
minutes,
right?
maybe 15, 20 minutes later, another cop shows up and he's like, "You guys got to shut it down. This woman keeps calling 911.
Fun police.
Are fireworks legal in Tennessee?
Yeah.
So why shut it down?
So my city fucked up. They did pass the ordinance that it can extend to the 5th, but they didn't publish it on their website. The county was able to change theirs from July 1st to July 5th, but my city didn't. So everyone's reading the ordinance on the city's website, and they're seeing the 4th still, even though it's been changed. So they're like, because of this, everyone, this is the official ordinance. We have to shut it down.
Well, at least, you guys had this was at the end of the night, right? This happened?
Yeah. We were like maybe, I don't know. We only had maybe 20 cakes left and maybe 25 mortars left.
Do you ever think
almost done?
You'll get that old where you're like, fucking fireworks? People, God damn it.
I don't think so, because I'll tell you what.
Fireworks.
This might have been Vinny's best year, right? Our cousin Vinny,
he went all out. Yeah.
He at my party, he brings the fireworks, and I think this might have been his best year yet. Right?
I agree.
I got to be honest, we're pretty lucky that not like none of the constable, nobody comes by us.
No,
right? They don't bother us.
No.
Love it. Blow that shit up. Let's go. Here we go.
Joey's so chill right now, and he just keeps putting it loud. He's like, nah, man, they didn't come down. Pop, 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 pop.
It's a beautiful display he puts on. It's about 45 minutes, right?
Yeah, man, it's a long time.
Yeah,
it's a long time.
Listen, but the kids were even blowing it up during the day.
I know. It was going all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I love 4th of July, man.
Please, I love the smell. I love
Me too.
The sight,
I love the what is it? The sulfur?
No, gunpowder. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, gunpowder, right?
Yeah, sulfur.
Just
so between my neighbor and my fireworks, there's probably $1,700 worth of fireworks.
Oh wow.
Wow.
And we go to the wholesale place too. We don't buy from the tents. We go to the wholesale places.
Yeah.
What is a tents? What does that mean?
Like the tents, in the shopping center. I don't know how they do it out there, but like out here in the shopping centers, they'll just set up a tent.
Well, it's illegal here. They don't do anything here.
Fireworks.
We have to go to Pennsylvania.
Are illegal here.
Oh,
you have to purchase in Pennsylvania, and they have warehouse.
That's why we're saying we're surprised, right? I feel like we've been lucky.
Yeah,
that they haven't broken us up yet.
Because everybody loves it. Listen, there's always that one old lady. You know what I mean? Come on.
But everyone's doing it. How do you just stop at one house and give them a hard time? You know what I mean?
I agree. I'll tell you what, though. I'd bring him a plate of my wife's sausage and peppers. And I'm telling you right now, this guy, but like,
10 years.
This guy be blow fucking houses up. I don't care.
100%.
You gave me a bag of sandwiches. I ate that shit that night, bro.
Bro, I had 4 plates of sausage and peppers.
Dude, isn't it the best? Bro, she makes the best sausage and pepper. I'm telling you.
She does a great job.
I did. I had a whole, we're cutting up the Hero, putting things away, and I'm like, Mike loves Hero. So I just threw a bag in his car.
I came home. My son, I'm like, look what I got. He's like, yo. I'm like, we dogged the whole shit in like 5 minutes.
I went back to my chair with another plate of sausage and peppers. And my wife was like, oh, thanks. I'm starving. I was like, there's more over there. It's under the tent.
Yeah, man. Usually we have like a lot of leftover food, but I'll tell you, this shit went this year, which is good. I'm happy.
Good, yeah.
That means I'm not eating.
You don't have to store it.
Yeah. All right. Well, fucking, you know what, Gabe?
Do you grill the sausage first? Just answer that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You want the recipe?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. It's okay.
Thank you.
Say hi to me next time on the road. Guys, all right. I wanted to ask you guys a quick question. Somebody actually brought this up, and it's funny. I read about this like the day before somebody brought this up. Gabe, this might have been you who brought this up. I'm not sure. Do you guys keep a bar tab open, or do you close it after every drink? I kind of know the answer because I've been out with you guys several fucking times, so I kind of know. No, we don't. We keep a bar tab open, right? Whoever gets there first usually throws down their card, and it's just like that. And then we kind of either Venmo or Zelle each other or whatever, or I got this one, you'll get next one. That's kind of like how we do it. Nobody, there's really never an issue.
I think there are instances where you go to a bar and you get around and you close it out. Like if you know you're not going to be there long, you're waiting for someone.
Okay, yeah.
If I'm waiting for a table,
right?
You know what I mean? And you're waiting for a table. You go to the bar. I'm like, yeah, we'll have one drink. Close it out. But
for the most part, if you're hanging with the boys,
forget about it.
It's staying open.
Yeah. So 100%. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting amongst any cheapskates here. You know what I mean? We've all been out together and stuff and have done that. I was reading though, Gabe, like I said, I think it's you, but I was reading that bartenders, like people, like they're fucking furious because what's the generation that's out right? Is it Gen Z?
Yeah.
Is it Gen Z does this. So it's funny. So I asked my daughter, right?
Wait, hold on a second. Is that I got a piss drop, dude, bro?
No, that's you haven't heard that before?
No.
Oh, he's played that before.
His pullout game was weak.
So I asked my daughter, who's 22 years old, right? So I guess she's Gen Z, right? I'm like, Belle, I go, you ever do this? I go, like when you go out to with your friends over there, I go, do you close? She's like, yeah, I do. She goes, I do.
Yeah.
I go, bartenders hate this, right? She goes, I know. I go, what's the reason? She goes, I don't know. I feel like I'll get around something like that. She goes, then I'll close it out because I feel like then if I keep it open, we're all just going to drink so much. You know what I mean? So she's like, and also she's 22. So she's, her bank account's not the same, as 50-year-old men. Yeah. You know what I mean? So she's like, I just feel like I'm going to drink maybe more.
I bet you it's more the financial aspect because what kid wants $300 on her tab and then fucking have to collect from all her friends and hope that everybody
and then have the discipline to pay that fucking $300, right?
True.
Right. Yeah, to your card.
So what I found was several studies and surveys from recent years indicate that Gen Z, and this is born between 1997 and 2012, tend to tip less frequently and or at lower rates compared to other generations, particularly baby boomers and Gen X.
Yeah. See, my daughter, both my kids are pretty good because they work in the business.
In the service.
Yeah, they work in the service business, so they're aware. But I can see how that's fucking annoying as a bartender. I mean, you go places that's busy and stuff. I've bartended for a long time, and it's like after this guy's Joe, you could be ordering a fucking Budweiser, and I'm like,
close it out.
I go fucking close out this $5 beer.
Print the receipt. Here you go.
Yeah. So all that stuff. So I could see that. Got a couple fans out there. I am reading the sign.
Yeah.
All right. So one thing you take, Gabe, I'm assuming you're the same way, right? You just throw your card up there and open a tab and leave it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
So listen, for those Gen Zers out there, stop doing that.
Yeah. Take it from Uncle Gabe. It's really cool sometimes to just slap your card down and say, round of drinks on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that does backfire once in a while when you get fucked up and you leave your card at the bar and you got to go back the next day for it.
That's fuck, especially at strip clubs because they put an extra $100 surcharge on that shit.
They do.
Yes, I agree. Moving on, Mike D.
All right.
Mike D wants his refund now. Okay, let's talk about that, Mike. What happened?
Well, I'm just saying. So listen, you go anywhere or you order anything. You put your card down or your card information online, whatever it is, they take the money out instantly. There's no waiting. It goes instantly, right?
Yeah.
But try to return the item or fucking go to the store and return an item or something. You're waiting fucking 3 to 7 days and like, why can't you just flip the money over instantly like you took it?
I can speak.
Joey, yes, I want to know why.
Because like, all right, and in the other business I do, if someone wants to return something, we're more than willing to give you a refund once we receive the product back and we inspect it and make sure it's
not damaged,
or you didn't do anything to where we can't resell it. You know what I mean? If something's damaged in shipping, we don't even ask a question. We send them a new one. But when we do refund them, it does take the banks. We hit the refund button, and it does take usually 2 or 3 business days for the actual money to get back to the customer.
But right, I don't with the technology we have, right, and we're talking like all these digital Bitcoin and all that shit, like that. That's instant transfer of money.
I think in the situation with the banks, though, the banks are just holding on to money for 3 more days and just making interest on
probably
that kind of money.
Legit, that's what it is. Like because there's no technology reason why they couldn't flip me my money back instantly, right?
And honestly, 2 to 3 business days is probably a quick transaction. In most cases, it's long.
3 to 7, right? Yeah. It's insane. I don't think that's right. I like if there's anything like consumer rights or something like that, it should be as quick as you take it from me is as quick as you give.
Have you returned the big purchase recently?
I forget what it was. Something silly that bothered me, but yeah, I had to wait, and I'm like,
I'll tell you what though, Amazon. If you return something from Amazon, you know how they send you that QR code.
Yeah,
you could return it at Kohl's or Staples or whatever.
Right.
As soon as you take it to one of those stores and they scan that code, you get your refund. You don't have to wait for them to get it back to Amazon.
Yeah.
The money gets deposited in your account.
I mean, dude, like, you could order something that's got like, it's got 5 parts to it and it could be incomplete.
Yeah.
You're still getting the refund.
Yeah.
That's how big that fucking
I've had emails from Amazon that told me to recycle it. We'll refund you your money. Don't send it back.
Oh, really?
Like stupid little things. You know what I mean? Where it would cost more for them to ship than what it's worth.
So part of the other problem is when you order from other sites, you're bound to their terms and conditions. You don't know what you're checking when you just check that little box. It could say if you want a refund, it's going to take you 3 months. You don't know that until you actually start to look into it.
Yeah.
I mean, so you guys have said Amazon does it pretty instantly. You know what I mean? So the technology is there.
It's available.
It's a manipulation on the consumer. Yeah.
It's just fuck you.
We'll hold your money.
Exactly. We're going to make you wait, and there's nothing you can do.
It's all about holding the money longer. Yeah. No doubt.
You also have to realize smaller businesses have a smaller bank, and they have a smaller way of doing these transactions that's less seamless than Amazon. Amazon's huge.
That's true.
They could afford to issue someone a refund for $9 and then eat it.
Yep.
Just eat it. All right, moving on. Mike, you got your answer? You feel better?
Yeah. I just wanted to say what I had to say.
Okay. Yeah. Moving on, guys. For now, starting, my daughter's taking a flight tomorrow. From here on out, okay, you guys keep your shoes on, all right? Please keep your shoes on when you're going through the TSA, when you're going through security.
Pretty cool.
Dude, this has been 24 years.
Is this from the Christmas bomber, the shoe bomber?
No, this was from 9/11.
9/11, I think they started.
No, it was the shoe bomber.
It was a shoe bomber.
Shoe bomber?
Yeah.
What year was that?
It was not far after 9/11.
Yeah, it was
maybe
like 2 years later, maybe.
Yeah.
A year later.
So, all right. So over 20 years, okay, we've all been taking our shoes off, okay? We fly together at least once a year, you and I. You know what I mean?
Pain in the ass, dude.
Yeah, dude. Right. I mean, don't you feel you kind of like when you're dressing to go to the airport?
I think about my foot.
You think exactly
100%.
Right?
Yep. Something to slide on.
Got to have socks on. You know what I mean? Something like that. It's just, dude, you see some of these people, right? We've seen those people. It's fucking disgusting.
I know.
Oh, it was the same year. It was December 2001.
Okay.
Oh man, one, dude, time is flying by.
Yeah, man, 24 years. So for 24 years, we've been dealing with this.
Taking off our shoes.
And now it's done. Like I said, my daughter's got a flight tomorrow, and I just telling her about it, and she was reading our show sheet here, and she's like, "Oh my god!" She goes, "I don't have to take my shoes off." And she's like, "Yeah." She goes, "Starting tomorrow?" I go, "No, like it started this week." I go, "You're good." So she's like, she was all excited about that. I'm excited about that. I gotta be honest with you. Like I said, that's something when I'm getting ready to go. That's something I think about.
Yeah, me too.
I have TSA pre-check, so I've never had to take my shoes off.
But what's the reasoning behind them alleviating this issue?
I think I don't know.
They're saying that the advancements in security and technology can now scan different areas and detect these things much quicker and faster than having someone take their shoes off.
All right, so they're not just going to overlook the feet. They're going to just.
Well, you stand in that thing and you put your hands up, right, and it spins around you.
Yeah.
Everybody stands in that thing, So
Yeah.
you would think that thing could pick it up.
Yeah.
You ever get
So
pulled to
they're
the
saying
side?
Yes.
They're saying that this will cut security wait times by 20%.
I hope so.
Yeah. I mean, dude, think about it. Even
20% is
even
significant.
when you get through, you got to put your shit back.
Yeah.
Listen, you got to sit down.
How about next? Can we keep the belt on? How about that?
That'd be nice.
I'm serious.
I agree. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. That'd be nice.
The shoes and the belt take me the longest. Everything else, you can go in the pockets, but like the shoes and the
No,
belt.
he's 100%
Yeah,
right.
I'm at the end of the line trying to fucking hurry up,
Yeah.
and put my shoes and belt
So
on. You know what I mean?
you got to travel with stretchy pants.
Yeah. Years ago,
That's the
people
way to do it.
didn't people get dressed up?
Yeah, suits.
Yeah. So weird. So
Flying-
uncomfortable.
Now they go in pajamas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
and slides.
You see people, I see people on social media, they're like getting thrown off
Yeah.
because like, what they're wearing, like, girls wearing
yeah,
tank
yeah.
tops and shit like that, or
yeah.
a tank top. And I'm like, that's why? I don't understand. That's like they find that inappropriate. Is there a dress code? I guess
I guess there is.
Yes, there is,
I
right?
guess each airline probably has their own protocol. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited about that though. Good. All right, guys, moving on. Our last topic here. Who sent it? I don't know who sent it. Mike, it might have been you.
It was.
But you guys saw, right? Volpe's dad ready to throw down. Huh? I thought that was pretty.
I thought it was awesome.
I thought that was awesome, right?
Oh,
Okay.
talk about his son in front
Yeah.
of him, bro.
All right. So what we're talking about, okay, it was Yankees played the Mets at Citi Field, okay, the Mets Stadium over the weekend, 3-game series. Mets took 2 out of 3. And Anthony Volpe, right, plays for the Yankees. I guess apparently a Met fan was talking shit, right? Couple rows back was Anthony Volpe's dad, all right, his mom and dad, and heard it and went till he was like, here we go.
Your son is the best. Your son's the best. Not bad.
Scumbag.
During the national anthem too.
No, it was the 7th.
No, 7th Street.
America.
God bless America.
God bless America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. He's just like, fuck you, let's go. Let's
Yeah.
go, right? He's like, fuck you, let's go. I
He tried to hit a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Fuck
yeah.
him.
And the guy's like, yeah, your son's the best. Your son's the best. Like, just being an asshole about it. I thought that was pretty funny, man. That was
I wonder what he said though that got him to that level. Like if it
Yeah,
was
they didn't
super
tape that part.
disrespectful, or if it was just you suck, normal shit.
Oh, he's in a terrible slump right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sitting like shit.
I mean, as well, everybody except Aaron Judge. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
that's true.
Is in a slump.
He's got the second most errors in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. He's
He's struggling.
Having a good year.
yeah, he's in it right now, man. He's dealing.
He's struggling, but he's young, and maybe he can learn from
Next
this.
time I see him at the urinal, I'll have a little fucking discussion.
I think that's what it was, bro. I think fucking Joey freaked him out a little bit.
Joey intimidated him.
Right.
You should have like skipped a urinal. You know what I mean? Don't let him see the
But I
shit.
wanted to shake his hand right after I took my hand off my cock. That probably set him back a little bit.
Joey touched his face and shit.
Ever since then,
Yeah, I don't know. Now, I would love to know how this happened because, like, you do think he knew that Anthony Volpe's parents were sitting?
No way.
No way,
No
right?
way. He was just
So it just
talking
happened to
shit.
be like, this guy's talking shit.
yeah,
Like,
Volpe suck. You
yeah.
suck, Volpe.
And no question that's his dad. He looks just like him.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but would you look
Right.
behind you? You look behind you don't see the old guy
No.
sitting there.
if his
Don't
dad
be
pulled his
rude.
dick out, would you be able to fucking?
identify him.
that dick!
Oh man.
He's like, that's the same helmet.
No, that's him. I'm telling you, that's him.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Anyway, I thought that was very cool, man. A little behind the scenes stuff. You know what I mean?
I mean, I would have did the same shit, honestly.
Absolutely. Every one of us would have, right? I mean, it comes down to, I told you, Mike and Ben, when you talked about the Tyrese Halliburton thing and stuff. I mean, am I stepping to Giannis? I don't think so. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm going on the
I
court.
almost fought like a 12-year-old kid the other day for my grandson. Like, it was, like,
What, on the playground?
no, like, at Legoland, bro. My grandson's sitting there playing with the thing. This fucking kid came right, like 12-year-old, bro. Came right up, grabbed my grandson by the hand and like threw him off of it and started.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
What?
Yeah, no way. No way.
Joe, I grabbed this kid.
Yeah.
Grab his dick and twist it.
And I was looking for his father,
Twist
like,
his dick.
you know,
Twist
like,
his
what?
dick.
And what the kid say?
He didn't say a fucking word. He was there with his brother, and they didn't say a fucking word. And I'm like, you know, Andy, like, okay, like he stepped. I'm like,
Yeah, no, fuck that. Yeah,
over
no,
here.
I'm with you on that.
And he literally touched my.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm with you on that. Yeah,
Dick. That 12-year-old's a dick.
yeah, fucking bully. You know, you show Andy how to punch him in the nuts?
No, but he said it to me today. He's like, when you push that kid back, he was like, yeah, and bro, you can't let nobody touch you like that, you know?
Yeah, it's like that. All right, you guys got anything else before we get into wrap things up in our Brew Crew email? God bless you.
No, I got nothing, man.
No,
Listen, no, I'm
you sure?
Yeah, no,
Mike.
I'm good.
Huh?
I'll bring it up next.
This is unusual,
Yeah,
Mike.
do it for Jeffy.
Bob.
Welcome. You've got mail.
Brew Crew email. That's how we wrap things up, guys. Joey, what's our email?
It is brewcrew@beersandbs.com.
Mike, where can everybody find us?
They can find us everywhere you get your podcasts, including Apple, Odyssey, Spotify, YouTube, Pandora. You name it, we're on it.
And what should they do?
They should definitely like, share, and subscribe.
And don't forget to follow. Like I said, guys, the subscribing is the biggest one because you'll never miss an episode if you subscribe. All right, our first our first email for the Brew Crew email is from Brady from Newport, Rhode Island. I just want to say, guys, I love Newport, Rhode Island. Have you guys ever been?
No, but I'm hearing a lot of people talk about Newport.
Dude,
lately.
have you ever been?
No.
No?
I think I'm going to go this
You never
summer.
gone to your aunt's?
I have spent a little time in Rhode Island.
Yeah,
Not
but not
impressed.
the dude. Newport, Rhode Island is. I love it.
Have you
It's
ever
a good
been to
time.
Maine?
No, never been to Maine.
You?
I have. I've skied in Maine, yeah. I've never stayed in Maine, but I drove for the day, skied and
Some people, I don't know. Like, well, we're going to Maine. I'm like,
Yeah.
why? For what?
Well, that's a little too far. I think a little too far.
I heard Maine in the summertime is beautiful.
That's what they're telling me. I'm like, beautiful means what to me? You know what I mean? Like what? The leaves are green.
Nice, beautiful, lush golf courses and shit.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
If you guys get a chance to get a Newport, Rhode Island, seriously, great time. Nice quick getaway. It's guys. It's only about an hour and a half from the ferry.
I know.
You know. All right. Anyway, Brady from Newport, Rhode Island. Right. He says it's that time of year where you hope to be in your best shape. My question to you guys is: do you find it harder for you to eat healthy or get exercise?
This time of the year?
He's just saying it's this time of year where you hope to be in your best shape.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess leading up to it, Joey.
Yeah, this time of the year is very difficult for me to stay on course, man. Like, I drink more this time of the year in these 2 months, 2.5, 3 months than any other 3 months, than any other months in the year. And I feel, dude, when I drink beers, I feel fat. I just do all the time, and I like to drink beers. So, it's hard. It's hard to get into a. It's hard to maintain a healthy diet this time of the year for sure.
I agree with every word you just said. But Mike, what about you?
Listen, I mean, it's no secret. I'm a fast food whore. You know what I mean? But this time of year, I do like. I'll show you my McDonald's app. I don't know the last time I went to McDonald's. So like I try to avoid it and eat
Hold on,
a little healthier.
Hold on, I got a question. What is the McDonald's app? I've never used it.
What?
So can you place your order on the way to McDonald's?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. And then you earn points and you get free shit.
Can you go through the drive-thru still?
Yeah, that is you get specific.
This is a tasty burger.
It gives you the option. You could go to the counter, you could go to drive-thru, or you could sit in the slot. Like 1, 2, or 3 slot.
Oh yeah.
And they bring it out to you. You know what I mean?
Try that.
Wait, so you go to the drive-thru and you just show them like
No. So it gives you a code. So like 64 NG. I'm 64 NG. Like are you using the code? Yeah, 64 NG.
Is
Mike.
it cheaper to use the app or no?
They have exclusive app deals on there.
Hey.
And then they also, you earn, like I said, you earn points, and those points you get transferred into the rewards program, and you get free items.
I gotta start taking advantage of these little things, man. Like, we're not big McDonald's family, like by any means, but we do go there once in a while for the kids. And if there's ways to save money,
yeah, dude,
or save time,
yes,
yeah,
both. So listen,
do you find because it's hot, just because it's warmer out, you're like, I'm not eating like this right now?
Yeah, like today I had a falafel dry roll. You know what I mean? No meat. It was really like eating a salad,
like a Greek salad on a fucking pita, right?
Yeah, and I ate it like a salad with a fork, and then I took a couple bites of the pita and I was done. You know what I mean? But just something to have in my stomach.
Bro, I remember when I delivered mail, I could not eat lunch on days like today. I just couldn't. I just drank.
Yeah, no, it's hard to stomach something. You know what I mean? You're drinking Gatorade and water all day, but I know you have to have some kind of substance. So I try to get something down. But like I said, I mean, normally, like in the wintertime, bro, I on the way home, I stop at something, Burger King, McDonald's, something, and grab a couple of burgers. Lately I just been cruising. Just you try to be right, like he said. It's this time of year, you're going to be in a bathing suit, probably fucking with your shirt off. So you kind of want to be a little indecent.
I look like a fucking slob with my shirt off right now, dude.
Hey, dad bods are in, bro.
Yeah, listen.
You know what I mean?
I keep hearing that.
I'm in a drive-thru. Can I please get a Whopper Jr. with onion rings? Make it a meal so I can get a drink. No, I'm not finished. That's not everything.
I like that. I could go for a Whopper Jr. right now.
Yeah, you guys want to get something? Let's take it. Mike, how many points you got on that fucking app?
Grab his dick and twist it.
Oh God.
For me, I gotta be honest with you, Brady. I find it hard all year, 12 months out of the year, 365 days to eat healthy. You know what I mean? I really do. I struggle with that all the time. As far as the exercise, I love to exercise. I do. I don't do cardio as nearly as much as I should, but I love to lift weights. I love to be in the gym. I love to do that stuff. But as far as eating healthier, I wish I do. I try to be conscious. I try to limit my carbs. And like we were saying this time of year, but it's kind of backfired on me because I got a kegerator and I've been drinking more fucking beer than ever in my life. Okay, these past few weeks.
Feels like an Arby's night.
What's your workout regimen?
I lift 5 days a week.
5 days a week.
5 days, Monday to Friday.
Joe, are you a gym guy?
No.
Ever?
I mean, I used to be.
Yeah?
But I always did cardio when I went to the gym. I never tried to get big. I just tried to stay thin. You know what I mean?
I never did. I never stepped foot in the gym.
We come to the States from a small village of weightlifters in Austria.
Yeah, we hope to follow in our cousin's footsteps, the greatest bodybuilder in the history of the world. Maybe you heard of him.
Gabe, what about you?
I've had barbecue 2 nights in a row. So if that says anything.
Oh, I know, but you're conscious, right? I mean, you try to you work out.
I haven't worked out all year.
No.
No, I've been meaning to. I'm so worried about fucking up my shoulder again.
Oh yeah,
that's a real thing. I get that. All right, so there it is.
But yes, Joey, I've had barbecue 2 nights in a row. It's been fabulous.
Like, what'd you have? Like brisket and shit, or
brisket and burnt ends, mac and cheese, potato salad.
Dude, burnt ends, bro.
They got a good burnt ends at Costco.
Do they really?
Yeah, it's good. Brady,
is your dad still with you?
All right, well, keep going.
No, he left already. He went to Colorado to visit my brother.
Let's just throw this in. What's the best thing you ate this week?
Best thing I ate this week? Ooh, it might have been my wife's sausage and peppers.
Yeah, that's the same answer.
Yes,
your wife's sausage. It was fucking good.
What about you?
I had some chicken francaise the other night.
Yeah,
it's fucking delicious. Yeah. Medford Pastoria.
It's franchise.
To you maybe.
Where? From where?
Medford Pastoria.
Oh yeah, they're good. They make. I've had it there before.
Buy one get free.
Oh really?
Did you know that's the same owner as the place over here?
Giovanni's.
Yeah. I didn't know that until recently. Yeah.
Dude, but I've had it there. They make it good.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
You sat in there or no?
No, I had it delivered at Uber Eats, and I had penne with the same sauce on the penne.
Oh, that's
yes,
good.
yes.
That's good.
Wait, so they put the chicken on top of the penne?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And they use the same sauce.
Oh my God.
You get a salad with that too?
No, I just got that.
Is Nick still open?
Oh, no.
I got a plate of food that is screaming it.
Oh my God, you didn't eat it all?
No, I didn't eat it at all.
Oh man,
Dude, you got to eat during the show. It's fucking easy.
Yeah. Joey definitely makes it look easy for sure. Brady from Newport, Rhode Island. Thanks for that question. Thanks for writing in. We appreciate you listening. Yeah, we're all got something to work on. All right, guys, we got time for one more. Time for one more question, and that is from. That's from Barbara from Mastic. Barbara from Mastic. She says, hey guys, I know you've talked about tipping people before. My dilemma is my hairstylist works from her home, and am I supposed to still tip, even though she's keeping all the money that I'm being charged for the service?
Don't be rude.
This is a tough one, dude. This is a tough one.
I'm still hung up on. I'm torn.
I think you got to tip.
You still got to tip.
Yeah.
I'm holding like if she does if the hairstylist does a really good job, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Right.
Tip.
If you're happy with the service, you got to tip.
Tip. Right.
No matter where it's happening.
But if it's just basic, I'm paying the price that they quoted me.
Whatever. Let's just say that, I'm getting a haircut or whatever. It's $100. So you let's just say you want to give her 20%. So you're gonna give her $120. So she's keeping the whole 100.
Yeah. Well, she still has expenses, even though it's out of her home.
Well, okay. I mean, yes, I hear you saying, but I'm saying so you still feel no matter what you tip.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree. I agree. You tip. Yeah. You know what I mean? But is it is it something you think about? When you go to a place, you don't think about it. You just know it's customary. That's what you do. You tip for the service. In a situation like this,
at home,
it would cross my mind, but I would still tip. So
what if it was a different service, like a seamstress
or a bartender
or a mechanic?
Well, I don't tip. I don't tip a seamstress.
If you went to a bar and you knew the owner and he was bartending that night, and he just got you a round of 6 cocktails,
I'm definitely tipping him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's his bar.
Well, you guys were at my house the other night and I was making drinks. Nobody tipped.
I didn't see a tip, bro.
Honestly, on the 4th of July, you didn't make me one drink.
You know what? Mike's right. I didn't make him one drink at all.
Normally you do, but you didn't not that night. Just like Joe didn't wave to you, you didn't make me a fucking drink.
Yeah, that's a real thing, dude. That's true. That's a true story. True story.
Grab his dick and twist it.
It's like, oh, there's Joey and them walking. I'm like,
you didn't see me, did you really?
Bro, I saw you, and you know where I saw you.
I have no fucking clue where you saw me, bro.
What about you? So you think she should tip or no?
Like I said, I'm very torn about it because, let's say you had some guy, doing oil change in your driveway or something like that. He says, "I'll do it for fucking $30." You give him $30, right?
No, I know, but see, okay, that's different because you don't tip the guy when you get an oil change.
I'm just,
Let's stick to what you do tip for.
A tippable service.
Yeah.
But okay, so why don't you tip the oil change guy? That's just as important as your haircut.
Well, but it's not like a customary thing. You know what I mean?
We should start a new segment called Just a Tip.
Just a tip. I'll lose at that game all day.
Back in the day, people used to tip the gas attendant.
Yeah.
Well, the guy used to clean your fucking windows too and stuff.
True.
And check your oil. And there was a lot of other stuff, gave you the hand job too sometimes. You never know. But I'm saying if somebody came over to your house and cut your hair and they're like, dude, I charge $20 for a haircut. Are you giving $20 or you giving him 25? Of the stars above, where Jedi roam and droids. Oh my God!
Listen. I'm a tipper, right? I like to please people, and I have a thing about karma. I think it comes around and goes around, right? But with this home thing, I can see if you're getting your haircut in someone's house, you're looking for the bargain as it is, right?
Yeah, I mean,
you're not going to the shop. You go to their house, so you're looking for the fucking black market bargain. I
feel like I could relate to this because my wife does get her hair done in her friend's home.
Okay,
her friend has what do you call it?
A salon.
A salon in her home. Yeah,
right.
It looks like a salon. It's in her house.
Okay,
and she tips her every time.
She does tip her.
But I feel like you're getting a service done by somebody that's a pretty You know how women are with their hair.
Oh, forget about it.
Very important to them.
Yeah.
So if you're happy, you're gonna fucking tip. I would be the same way.
I just think, see, like I said, I kind of agree with you. I'm going to tip because I think it's that kind of service where you tip. You always tip the person that cut your hair.
And I tell you why, because the next time they cut your hair, they might fuck it up, because you're
Access denied.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but at the same time, so when you go to a salon, right? So let's just say, well, that's a bad example because they own the barbershop. All right. Shooting. You go to a place that all right, they don't own the barbershop. That guy rents a space. He rents a chair in your barbershop, right? So if it's $20 for the haircut, he's not making 20.
I give him 35.
No. I'm saying but he's not making that 20. He's probably, he's making a piece of that.
You give him a $10 tip?
Yeah.
That's a good tip.
That's what I tip my guy.
Another one.
He's getting a piece of that. So
look,
it's a $20 haircut. So maybe he's getting $5 from that haircut. You know what I mean? And then the house is getting the rest. You know what I mean? So then he's working for those tips.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I assume that the industry is like, you want a chair here, it's $150 a day or whatever.
But I'm saying, but in this case, I wasn't finished. So like, in this case, this person, you go into their house, they're not paying that 50.
Right.
They're keeping all of the.
They're not paying rent at all.
Yeah, they're keeping all of them.
They still have expenses.
Yeah, but like what?
What? Hairspray?
Yeah.
Electricity?
Shampoo, whatever women get done to their hair, the clips.
Dye, if they dye, and
there's
forget about
expenses.
it. Yeah.
So
wouldn't that be good? Wouldn't that be part of the cost of the service?
You don't think they're paying insurance?
No.
In case they fucking burn someone or cut somebody?
No way.
No?
I mean, your wife's friend does?
I don't know, but if she's running the business the right way, she should be.
Yeah, but they're doing it out of their house.
And
you know what? It's still a business.
Once again, I'm doing devil's advocate. I'm tipping no matter what. So I'm with you. I'm tipping, but I'm just trying to justify.
Most businesses that are done out of people's houses are done because they're taking the easy way out. They're not paying taxes.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
They're not. Everything's not on the up and up like a normal business. You know what I mean?
You're a smart motherfucker. That's right.
That Asian lady pays taxes. She definitely does.
Gabe, what's your take real quick when we wrap this up?
I wouldn't. No.
No, you wouldn't tip?
Because no, I wouldn't.
They charge you $20. You give them $20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's no overhead. So, I mean, if it's the normal cost, that's the normal cost. There's no overhead, so they're making more money already right there.
So because they're working out of their home, they don't deserve a tip. That's what we're saying here.
No, that's what Gabe's saying.
Yeah.
We're tipping. I think we all said we're tipping.
I'm tipping if it comes out good.
Yeah. If you're not happy.
I mean that stipulation from the beginning. Like if you're not, my hair don't come out good, you're fucked.
If you go into a restaurant and you fucking hated the experience, right? You hated it.
Yeah.
The waitress sucked. She fucked.
If the waitress sucked,
you're tipping, but you're not tipping what you would if you enjoyed it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm really the wrong person to ask because I've been shaving my head for 20 years. I haven't seen the inside of a barber shop since then. So, I mean, I'm really the wrong person to ask. I haven't tipped a barber longer than 20 years.
Wow.
So, I mean.
Do you just cut it yourself or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tip my guy, because, he knows my head and he fucking does a good.
Yeah, same with me. $22, I give him 32.
Yeah.
I got to make sure I got two singles with me.
He's got 22?
22.
Yeah, that's a good price.
Yeah.
25.
It's like an odd price though. 22.
It used to be 20 and he went up $2.
Best.
Yeah. Spotlight Barbershop.
That's Trump's America for you.
Where are you?
Barbara, good luck with that. We just told you how we feel. I assume you're probably tipping as well. All right. You guys got anything before we wrap?
No. That's great.
All right. That's our show. Episode 73.
Yep.
And we say bye-bye.
In the books. And we say bye-bye. Everybody, hope you're enjoying your summer. And thanks for listening. And make sure to like, share, follow, and subscribe.
Peace.
Have a good night. Thanks, Gabe.